You recognize this, folks. You know what this is. I'm not even going to talk about this particular model or brand because I think I've done a video on this before. This is the Coastline S6 from Seagull. The Spruce CW Slim. It's not slim though. I don't know why they say that. This is the Spruce top version of the S6 basically with the cutaway. And the really nice QIT electronics. They've upgraded these. It used to just be QI, but this is the newer one. Got slightly more controls on it. Excellent guitar. I think these sell for $750 new, about $750. These are new. For some reason the Spruce ones are a little bit more expensive than the Cedar ones, the original S6. I think they don't make as many of them or something. I don't know what the deal is and why that is. I want to say Adirondack Spruce. I've done a video on this before with more of the spec issues. There's the recognizable slender Seagull headstock with the crest on the top. There's the back with the keys. Yeah, I'm a fan of these guitars. I'm a fan of all the Godin guitars. Always have been. Have a few in my own arsenal. Every time I come across one of these, I'm like, I should keep this. I don't though. You know why? I'll get another one. It'll be just as good. You know when you get a guitar and you're like, I can't let this go. This one is just speaking to me. Well, with some other brands, you don't let them go because you might get another 4 or 5 of that particular model and brand and never find one as good. It's not the case with these Seagulls. Almost every one I get is about the same in quality. They're very, very consistent. The tone is very, very consistent. I don't know if it's the wild cherry with the spruce or cedar combination, but they just always sound good, identically good. Of course, you're going to have some variance from experience to experience, but when I pick one of these up after I set it up and I strum it, there's that feeling of recognition. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this. This is that Seagull sound. And you know, people often say in the forums and online, they say, you know, best budget guitar under $1,000 is a Seagull. And I can't argue with that. I can't argue with it. They're really nicely made guitars. I was speaking so well of Orangewood on the last video. I have to say the same for the Godin brands. It's just a unique company, isn't it? I mean, all North American woods, or mostly, for most of the models, they use a lot of Canadian cedar. I'm not sure if the spruce is Canadian, but the wild cherry is certainly local stock, wood stock. Yeah, it's just one of those special companies that is very unique. The fact that they're made in Canada, they're all made around the town of La Patrie. And all 4 brands, whether it be the Godin, the parent brand, or Seagull, Art and Lutherie, Norman, and what's the third one? La Patrie, the classical guitars. I've had them all. And they're all really, really good. They all have that sort of similar quality. I actually prefer the Seagull mostly to the Norman and the what's the other one? Art and Lutherie guitars. It's very close, but I think I prefer these to the other counterparts in the sister brands. Not always, but usually. I think Seagull has probably made a better name for itself than the other ones, although I know a lot of people who swear by Art and Lutherie guitars in the same way that you hear about these, but just very, very consistent. The electronics on these are excellent. I like the way they do them too. They're not very intrusive. It's a smaller sort of brass insert, so you don't have this big glob of plastic up here like you do with other brands. It's a lot more subtle. I like the look of it too, as well. It's really high quality. It's Godin branded. I'm not sure if they work with Shadow or Fishman on these, but they're really excellent. The controls on these, the phase control that you have, they stamp their own, Seagull stamped tuners, and they're decent as well. I mean, everything about these guitars is great quality. And you can pick up, variations of the C6, whether you get the original Cedar acoustic Dreadnought, or you get one of these configurations with electronics and the cutaway, spruce or cedar. You can pick them up in the used market, sometimes as cheap as $350, $400, $500, and they're just really good deals. And every time I have one of these for sale, they don't last long. The name sells it. I don't have to push it. I don't really even have to advertise it. People see a Seagull for sale, particularly that it's like new and in excellent condition and had a luthier setup. And it normally doesn't take that long to sell. And they consistently sell at a good resale value as well. Of course, I don't charge the new price for them, even though this is basically brand new. I take it out of the plastic and tweak it and set it up. So I sell it as used, but the resale on Seagull or any Godin brand guitars in good condition it is always healthy. So yeah, just a reminder, this is more of a reminder video about these. If you're looking for a really quality solid top, or even all solid, if you want to get into the artist models, bang for buck. If you're ready to drop 500, 600, 750 on just a really good acoustic guitar, these should be high on the list. Everything about them is just class, and they're just unique in that I don't know of anyone else making guitars with wild cherry back and sides, not in the not unless they're boutique guitars or something. So the woods are sourced excellently. The parts are really, really, really good quality. They just make great guitars. So there you go, another Seagull. This is the spruce variety this time. But just a reminder just how good these guitars are in this particular price block. All right, folks. See you on the next one.